Was there anything else about you you'd like to say before we start? Because I got kind of brief.
Oh. Well, hello everyone. Hi.
I love you.
Hi, Yaya. It's absolutely lovely to be here. Hal-Con invited me almost a year ago, and from just the first email they sent, they have been super duper incredibly professional, and I knew I would have a great time here, and I've had a great time so far, and everybody's taking great care of me, and you guys are all so super nice, so I'm just happy to be here. Yeah.
Okay, so if anyone has any questions, which hopefully a lot of you do, you guys can start lining up behind this microphone right here. Feel free. Oh. She's got it. Before we start, while people get up, I have one question, which I thought about really hard yesterday when they told me I was doing this.
Sure.
So, you are now a cosplay model, world-renowned, awesome person. When you were not...
Unofficial title.
Unofficial title, that's the Marcia title. When you were not that, you were younger, what did you want to be when you grew up?
It was a toss-up between archaeologist and animator for Disney. Both were kind of like reaching for the stars. Both were very, very different. I actually grew up just really loving anime and manga, and for the better like half of my teenage years, I was like drawing every day. So I even like published a manga in Germany where I used to live, and so like art was a huge part of my life, and archaeology was also something I was very interested in because I had the fortune of being able to travel when I was young. So I've been to like Egypt, Greece, and ancient countries, and so like those two were my big interests in life. And then like when I discovered cosplay, everything else just went away. I was just like, oh man, this is what I want to actually do. And just so weird. Life is so bizarre. Like you never know where it's gonna lead you, what turns it's gonna take. It really is very unpredictable.
My answer's way less cool. I wanted to be Sailor Moon. So we have our first question.
Hi, Yaya.
Hi.
I'm really big fan. And I just wanted to know, when you have larger props, how do you go about transporting them to different conventions?
Great question. It sometimes is unavoidable. Like you have to, like I have to take certain costumes with me if I drive somewhere, or if it's, depending on like luggage allowance and such. There's no easy answer for it. I mean, you can make props that detach in pieces, and that's what I have done. Or I've made props that would, fit the exact dimensions of my suitcase and such. So it's like you have to sort of think outside the box and plan ahead. But certain things like my Fiora sword, like there's really not much that I can do about it. So it's like I have to take it on as an extra piece checked luggage if I fly. So I like to take certain costumes like that to cons where I can drive or that are local, and so that's why I like faraway conventions. I can never bring my biggest costumes. Like I can't bring Carmilla because it takes up 2 suitcases, and so but yeah, I mean that's why I try to make a variety of costumes, and you just have to be kind of smart about planning ahead while you're making the pieces.
I'm just wondering, if you could only pick 2 of your cosplays that you've made up to now, what would they be? The only 2 cosplays that you cosplay ever again.
Oh, good question.
It's like big chick, big children.
I know.
Which of her babies
they're all
will she
drowning.
choose?
Which one do I save? Well, I think one of them would definitely be Chun-Li. And then I think the second one would be, oh my goodness. I actually really like the Zakizo flower dress I recently made, the Princess White Rose. I could probably stand to wear that a lot. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
I was wondering if you had a cosplay that was so big and so extravagant, and it's like your dream cosplay. Like, do you have one of those?
I have more than one of those, you know. It's like if I only had one, what happens after I make it, you know? It's like there's always costumes that you want to make that, you know, will push the envelope for yourself. Like I don't feel like cosplay needs to be pushing the envelope for other people to be impressed or something. It's about like what you want to make, what you think that you're capable of, or you know, what you want to challenge yourself to. So I certainly have some of those. I don't know if I should reveal what they are yet, because then everybody's gonna be like, when are you gonna make it? When are you gonna make it? So generally I announce costumes that I'm making after I've started them, where I know that they're, you know, like it's a progress, you know, instead of just like, I want to make this, but it could, you know, be 3 years before I do. So, but yes.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hello.
Just want to say I really like your cosplay today.
Oh, thank you.
What was one of the hardest cosplays that you made so far?
That would probably be, well, Fiora from League of Legends, because it's my first, League fans! It was my first time using Warblood, so like using this brand new technique, and, you know, just things just took longer because it's like something new that you're learning. So that one was a great learning experience. And the other one is Carmilla from Vampire Hunter D, just because it was such a multimedia project with all these weird designs. And both of them are just like, you know, great projects. I love projects like that. Just very time consuming and energy consuming.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. I was wondering how you got into cosplay and what your first cosplay was.
Okay, I got into cosplay like anybody else would, which is being a geek and having the opportunity to go to a convention. For me, it just happened to be a long time ago, so it was Anime Expo '99, and I saw that people were dressed up as characters, and like I, you know, saw some pictures of the convention beforehand because I, you know, wanted to know what convention I'm going to. I'm like, hey, I'm going to Anime Expo, let me look at some pictures. Saw people dressed up, and I was like, do I need to be dressed up? You know, and back then it was still fairly uncommon, like the ratio of cosplayers to attendees was still very small. But I was instantly drawn to that part of it. I felt like I wanted to dress up. So I made a really horrible costume. I still have it. I'm gonna make a video and show you guys. I made a cosplay of Kurama from Yu Yu Hakusho, because that was like one of my favorite manga back then. And so, but yeah, it's like I was such a newbie kid. I had no idea what I was doing, and you know, just like through cosplay, I actually sort of was forced to learn how to sew, how to style wigs. With each project, it was kind of like hoping and praying that it would work, because we didn't have Google, you know, so we're just like, we had no Google, we had a mailing list called COSP. So it was kind of like, you would like ask, you're like, how do you make this? And then it's like, most of the time you don't get an answer because nobody knows. So it's a lot of experimenting and, you know, making stupid mistakes and learning. But yeah, that's my first costume. But yes, I'll make a video with it, and I'll like, I don't think I can wear it, but I will like show you. I'll show you how bad my scenes are.
The everybody starts somewhere story for real. This is it.